Hello. Let's have a look at how to work with recurring projects. You will use a recurring project when you have bigger pieces of work, that repeat every month, every week, every quarter. Projects that have a set timeline, the same set of tasks, checklists, budgets, and projects that repeat regularly. So this is when you will use a recurring project. You will set up a recurring project in a very similar way to a standard project. You will define the project by naming it, by picking a company that the project is allocated to, by selecting dates, by describing it, by picking a priority, maybe even a tag. You define your team or subcontractors. You will define your budgets, types, statuses, and that's what you do when you set up a normal project. The difference is here when you go to the recurrence tab and you click this. Here you will define the frequency. So let's say this recurring project repeats every month, every first of every month, and it goes for 6 months. Here you see the plan. The first object gets started on the 1st of May and then every month for 6 months. Now I'll save it. You go to templates. That's where you see the recurring projects templates. You go there, you see a template here, and this is the container. That's the project. Now you want to create tasks. So you create a task. You will again define the timeline. So it starts a bit later. You can define checklists, to-dos. Also, you can set a date. Again, priority, tags. Again, you can define the team. You can define budgets. Again, type and status. Save it. And this way you created a task that repeats alongside the project. You can have as many tasks as you want, as many checklists as you want. The same with incomes and expenses. For this time, I will only set up one expense. It's allocated right. I'll give it a category, a source. I'll save it. So this recurring project has its definition, the timeline, budgets, the team. It's got one task and it's got one income and one expense. So this is how you set it up. Anytime you change it in here, the next recurrence will use the setup that is in this template. So now you're set. We can have a look at the planned sequence in here. I will, because it's planned, I need to set up a filter like this. Okay, and here you see 6 recurrences starting on the 1st May, going for 6 months. And you see there's one task open in this planned project. The same way I will have a look at the tasks. Again, these are planned recurrences, so I need to work with the filter. And here you see 6 recurring tasks belonging under the project. Again, you see starting in May, going for 6 months, and in each of the tasks there are 2 to-dos. And in the same way, I will have a look at expenses. Again, I need to work with the filter. And you see 6 expenses belonging under the project. So this is how you work with the recurring projects. You set it up as a standard project. You just define the frequency. All the recurring projects you will find under the templates. These are marked as this. And inside of the template, you'll see the definition of the project. You'll see all the tasks and all the incomes and expenses. And anytime you need to change the template, change it in here, and the planned recurrences will take the data from the template. So this is how it works.